That would help. Unmute my mic. But yes, nonetheless, the Phillies do their thing. They handle business. The offense picking up, taking care of business. The Phillies offense was dynamite, as expected, against a lonely Colorado Rockies team. For the most part, in the beginning portion of this game, looked like they were in control of things. Looked like they were in control of this game. But the difference maker was when this game was going down the stretch, the offense started to pick up. The offense started to pick up. And I dare say, your player of the game, Emendo Sosa. Sosa was the player of the game. 4 hits, home run. He was delivering everywhere on the field. Up and down. He was great. Kyle Schwarber played really good baseball. Star Wars kicking us off. Schwarber, 300 home runs. Yeah. They look good. The Phillies look good. Right? You know, Alec Baldwin had a nice home run tonight. Deep to center. Like when this offense gets going, they get going. And you got to give Topper credit for switching out Brandon Marsh out there in the sixth, or switching out Rojas in the sixth for Brandon Marsh. 2 hits back to back. Like I said, Trey Turner with a huge pop tonight. Bryce Harper with a huge pop. Here comes Negative Nancy. Here's my man Dave Yarnell. What's up, buddy? He goes, Rockies are a garbage organization. 8 wins, sad. All you can say about them. Yeah, look, I get it, Dave. They are not a winning formula. I get it. They stink. But you got to be happy with the results of this offense that's just constantly, that keeps on clicking. The offense was there, Dave. Like, the offense has been really good. When again, like I was really happy, and that's been the story of the night, right? This offense being up on a bad team. Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, they went into, but historically, the Phillies struggle out there out there in Colorado, but they handled business. Yes, the Colorado's a bottom feeder team, absolutely, but they took care of business. Yeah, and how about it? I mean, there were some of the pitches tonight that even were thrown by Kyle Freeland. Like, he was delivering some pitches, and Bryce Harper, Trey Turner were chasing outside, breaking the lumber, finding little key hits, playing small ball up the field, up the middle. That's what you wanted. Castellanos started to get a little better as the game was going on. So I'm excited for what the team is playing good baseball. Playing good baseball. They sweep the Pirates yesterday. They head into Colorado and taking care of business. Way to kick off your work week. Barb, nice for you to join the show. I'm sorry there, Bob. Barb says, stat padding time against these minor league teams. It's hard for me to take anything from these. And look, Barb, I get you, and I definitely appreciate you joining in. Yeah, are they beating up on the Colorado Rockies? But this is how you build up good teams. The good teams take care of the bad teams, and they mopped the floor with them. And look, it was an early struggle, right? And it wasn't pretty. It was an early struggle. They really couldn't get anything clicking. Matter of fact, and I'm about to get into it. Christopher Sanchez did not look his best. Christopher Sanchez did not look his best. I mean, yeah, Christopher Sanchez was going for, we all seen it, the low sinkers, low sliders, low curveballs. He was trying to pitch at bottom of the strike zone. He wound up having 7 Ks on the night. He gave up 5 hits. He gave up Ezekiel Tovar. Looked like he kind of owned him. He got things rock and rolling for the Rockies. Had the home run. Then he got himself a single. Then he got himself on the board. 2 RBIs, and it was slow pace in the very beginning. And Kyle Freeland, 6 Ks, gave up 2 walks and 7 hits. So yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it, Barbara. You're not really but you got to take for what it is. These are wins that you should be winning. I'm excited. I'm very excited for this Phillies team. Dave Arnold checking back in. His Phils are back in first place with the Mets losing to the Red Sox tonight. Yeah, how about that? You could give me what's a hotter team right now than the Phillies? Like, I think about it. Won 6 out of 7 series. 6 out of 7 series. LMB has to do something about the Rockies, Pirates, Marlins, White Sox, Athletics, etc. It's really unwatchable. Hey, listen, those bottom feeder teams, Barber, are you're absolutely right. I don't understand how they are still a major league team, but listen, they're in rebuild mode. They're constantly going to be in rebuild mode. They're always going to be in rebuild mode. They need to get themselves off the canvas. Barr also says Mets have been playing the Yankees, Dodgers, Red Sox. Big difference. Yeah, listen, they're getting tested. They're getting tested. And that's fine. It's slowing them down. Now, at some point, they're going to wind up playing, the bottom feeders, and we're going to take on the heavier competition. But, we've proven that we can hang with the Dodgers, and there's other teams. Like I said, look, these are still major league teams. Unfortunately, for those other teams, they haven't figured it out yet. But again, when you go back to this game and you look at it top to bottom, 17 hits from the Phillies tonight. 17 hits from this offense. They won 9-3. They're 29-18. Slide on over, Mets. Slide on over. Look in your review. Look in your spot mirror. We're there. The Phillies are there, and the offense are clicking. Everything looks so good for the Phillies offense right now. Yeah, it was a slow start tonight, but they came out strong. They tore up their bullpen. They tore up the Colorado Rockies bullpen. And so let's go over the stats. Christopher Sanchez tonight, like I said, 7 hits, 5 Ks, doing okay. Like I said, he gave up the 1 homer to Ezekiel Tovar. That was your only big debacle right there early on in this game. It looked like Ezekiel Tovar kind of had Christopher Sanchez figured out. He pulled up 2 RBIs. Like I said, Christopher Sanchez went deep tonight. Went to 6 innings. before we pass the ball over, before I go any further, Bar goes, Pat, I'm not sure if the Phillies have to play the Yankees in the Yankee Stadium, but playing on the road, playing Boston on the road is difficult place against good teams. Yeah. Well, listen, I'm not sure if they got the Yankees down road. I would have to do further looks into that. But again, for what it is now, they're handling business. They're handling business. It's okay. And this is the get right games, right? This is, they beat up the Pirates. They worked on a couple things. Getting guys building momentum and building confidence for your offense is a great thing. My man Ryan, Pat. What's up, Ryan? Barb says somebody said that the Rockies would have the worst record in the MLB after these amount of games since 1800s. Yeah, that's terrible, Barb. That's a terrible franchise out there. They can't figure it out. I thought here goes Dave. He goes, I totally forgot that the Farm Phil system had Mickey Moniak was with the Rockies. Last time I checked, he was with the Angels. Silly me, yeah. Yeah, not a top great prospect out there. He'd probably kick himself in the shin, seeing his old team doing great. But yes, going back about this win, going back about this team, early struggles. Phillies are doing it though. The Phillies are doing the offense is clicking, and you can't ask much more out of that. That's the story tonight. And Mondo Sosa, 4 for 5 tonight. 4 for 5. And putting the icing on the cake, the nail on the coffin, with that homer deep to left. I mean, that was spectacular to watch. How about Alec Boehm's home run? Sending it deep to center. Kyle Schwarber, his 300 home run. Blasted that thing to top deck. Skeens has to get off the Pirates, and he dominated yesterday, but they couldn't even make a routine plays in the field. Yeah, Barb. That so far that is their only. Skeens seems like their only boardwalk piece that they're going to have to try to build around. But man, you want to talk about a lost organization. You want to talk about a lost organization, Barb. That franchise, man, it's night and day. Between our hockey teams compared to our baseball teams. It's unreal. Big Al Willie. Big Al Safiri. He goes 300 for Schwarber. Blast of that moonshot. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Ryan says, Pat, do you believe that the Phillies are too streaky of a team? Not just talking about the season, but in the last 4 years. They're either way very hot or very cold. Never in between. Not just one or two guys, but the whole team struggles so bad. It always similarly. It's never one or two good. Never one, two guys, a complete team. Yeah, well, that's the thing, Ryan. I noticed that too with this Phillies team. It's not just about one guy getting cold. It's about the whole team gets hot or the whole team gets cold. Right? That's what it is. It's either they get really hot or they get really cold. It's not like you were just saying too, Ryan. It's not just like one guy's going through a cold spill or so forth. But listen, it's kind of like a good problem to have because you know what you can rely on when a player's going through a streaky. Like look at Bryce Harper, right? He was going through a little bit of a rough patch 2 weeks ago. He wound up turning things around. Look at Alec Boehm before that. He got bumped down to the 8th spot. Now he's hitting like a madman. So sometimes it's good, though. Bones home run just carried over the wall. Yeah, Dave, that was, how big that ball field is? Like, there's a lot of land. It ain't Cincinnati Bank. Like, he carried that thing. Pat, it's comparable to the Eagles playing every playoff game at home. They had never won a road playoff game in a Super Bowl year. Wow, that's true. Barb, don't say hi to him. He's a loser. Don't say hi. No, I'm kidding. Ryan goes, no guys has ever picked up one another, are very hot when the team is struggling. It's a whole team. Oh yeah, I just read that. No, Ryan, listen, it's okay. I mean, look, I think they're due to go back. And I was the one very, very, very critical of this offense, running back with the same team. Only difference was there's Max Kepler. I wasn't buying in. But, I don't think Rob Topper, and I know a lot of people like to get on his case, but I think Topper definitely deserves some rose petals. He's got to be saying something in that locker room to keep these guys motivated after the last 3 years. He's got to be doing something right. And he doesn't get enough credibility. I don't think. I mean, look at some of the. Obviously, there's some big things going off the field with the team. And he's handling everything right. Big question marks about Aaron, and he's still handling things right. So that's where I'm at. Hi. Hi, my bar. I hope all is well in my life. Oh, gosh. Poop on you. No, I'm kidding. This team is streaky. Al says this team is streaky. They have to break the trend here, and I feel like that's they're on their way now. Yeah, I agree, Al. I think this team, and again, a lot of people are going to chime in saying, well, they're only playing the Pirates. They're only playing this or that. It doesn't matter. You got to play who's in front of you. And they're handling business. Like I said, they won 6 out of 7 series. They have 17 hits tonight. I'm tired. I'm tired. Time to cleanse and then hit this sack. Good night. Barb, listen, go relax. Enjoy your night. Hope all is well. Thanks for tuning into the program as always. Big Al Thunder says better small ball and base running. Yeah, Al, I agree. I think the small ball was great tonight. Trey Turner got a little too aggressive early in the game. He was trying to do some base stealing. But other than that, I think scoring with guys in scoring position paid off later on in the game. I thought it got better. Noah gets no run support. That's all. That's all the problem is with him. Come on, Dave. I know I'm a Noah guy, but you can't say that. There's something's off with him up top. You know what I'm saying? Something is not there. There's a mental block there. This is one of those 1-7, Dave. Not a great start, and all of a sudden he's got a sprained knee. You don't think that's signs for him to go work on things and for the next 2 weeks? All of a sudden, a spring knee popped up. It's the same thing that happened with Suarez last year, with Ranger. He got hit in his throwing hand. Night Al. Al needs a teddy bear and a blankie. But but no, I mean, again, going back to this game here tonight. I mean, look at the offense. Brendan Marsh came into the sixth and came out with 2 back-to-back hits. Armando Sosa, 4 for 5 tonight. Trey Turner with some big key clutch hits. Bryce Harper with some hits. Made a sacrifice tonight. I mean, pretty much everyone in this lineup contributed tonight. Other than Winston. Winston stinks. His defense stinks. He can't play center field. He stinks. Stinks. That guy sucks. But again, let's go over, before I go any further, because I want to go over, the scoreboard of the night. Knows like Cliff Lee and Hamels, no run support in the same situation. I'm telling you, no, Dave, you can't. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me there's something up top that's way off with Nola. And I'm a Nola guy. But when you're 1-7, it's not good. It's not good for Nola. Not good at all. So again, kind of go over it real fast. Again, looking at everything here. Where am I at here? Phillies. Let's go over the Phillies real fast. Again, Christopher Sanchez pitched he pitched okay, I thought. Pitched 7 Ks, gave up 5 hits, allowed 3 runs. John Ross came in here, gave up 1 hit. Carlos Hernandez came in, gave a strike. Tanner Banks would close out with a strike. Phillies wound up with 9 Ks on the night. And then, of course, you look at Kyle Freeland again. Gave up 7 hits, 1 run, 6 Ks he had on the night. So that will be it for them. And, of course, guys, before I go any further into your comments, let's go around. Let's do this thing they called Around the Bases, where we get to break down some of the action from around the league. So let's get into that. All right. So let's go around the league a little bit. Let's talk about the Phillies win 9-3 over the Colorado Rockies, sending Colorado Rockies to 8-39. Woo! And the Phillies go up 29-18. Maybe playing the best baseball in the MLB right now. I mean, this team looks good all around. But let's go around some other scoreboards going on. Top of the ninth there. Kansas City is winning 2-1 against San Fran. The LA Angels are facing against the Athletics, bottom of the 6th, winning 4-3 out there in Oakland. The Diamondbacks are winning 7-3 over the LA Dodgers on the road. The series to watch right now of the week, top of the 4th. Cleveland out there to Minnesota. The scoreboard is 2-1 right now, Minnesota. Cincinnati go out there to Pittsburgh. They just lay a beat down on the Pirates, winning 7-1. The Fish hold off the Chicago Cubbies 8-7. The Red Sox beat the Mets 3-1. Houston go into Tampa and take care of business, winning 4-3. The Mariners win 5-1 over the Chicago White Sox. The Brewers win 5-4 over the Baltimore Orioles. St. Louis Cardinals, they win 11-4. And that would be it. So again, Phillies kicking the work week off right with a huge W. Huge W. Okay pitching. By the way, let me get my Broad Street bottom line. All right, guys, my Broad Street bottom line. The Phillies offense play hard through 9 innings of baseball. Don't count this offense out. So, Emoto Sosa, to me, the player of the game, 4 for 5 at the plate tonight. Home run, deep to left. This offense was clicking on all cylinders tonight, and that's all you need to know. Good timely hitting, getting the pitches they wanted, whether it was small ball, up the middle, long ball, all over Colorado or free souvenirs. And the Phillies offense did just that. All right, guys, so listen, this is your boy Pat Bernard right here, a.k.a. the Goblin, right here, the official member of It's a Wrap Sports. The Fighting Finals is here to stay. And, guys, check out the rest of the week. We have some great shows. Again, the Attacking Third this Thursday night with me and my man, Steve Fernandez. Catch us this Thursday night. And, of course, Sunday through Thursday nights, it's Matty B, the final word at 10 o'clock. So make sure you catch my man Matty B, the mayor, Mayfield. Can't even get the words out anymore. Mayfair. Make sure you catch the mayor. And, of course, Sunday mornings are never the same. You have PM and the AM, me and that dope right there, Mike Laro. We touch everything. We pull no punches. We just touch and grab. And, of course, the newest show that's out, it's the Wraparound Friday nights, Friday, 10:30, with me, the Gobbler. Oh, speaking of, I say his name, and he pops up like a toothache. No, I'm kidding. Great comeback win. Absolutely, Mike. And Mike, I'm glad you're joining the show. Like I said, a lot of guys are going to probably chime in here and go, they only beat up the Cardinals. They only beat up Colorado. They only beat. So what? They handle business that's in front of them. This is going to prepare this team for what's bound to come. The schedule is going to get heavier. It's going to get nastier. And this Phillies team took care of business. Took care of business tonight. Loved it. Even Castellanos was off to an 0-3 start, and it had 2 hits back to back. All right, guys, I want to say thank you so much. Again, this is the Fighting Final on It's a Wrap Sports Network. Make sure you click, like, subscribe to all of our social media platforms. All right, guys, for your guy, Pat Bernard, I want to say good riddance, good night, and go Phillies. All right, let me catch you out here.